Hey there, can you hear me okay? Hey there everyone, this is Nolan Kolatz. I figured I'd go through and use Camtasia with a project I wanted to try out this school year with my kids. So I had the opportunity to be in school in person, and for maybe any of those kids who missed days and weren't able to be there for particular lessons, maybe using Camtasia would be able, I could create maybe a little tutorial video. So I'm going to be using Minecraft Education Edition. I plan on trying to use this throughout my school year. I'm going to go through and kind of go through the tutorials of how to move around with your character using a mouse and keyboard, since my students, this will be most likely their first time ever using mouse and keyboard to be playing a game such as Minecraft. So first of all, I'm going to log in with my information. Oops. There we go. So I'm going to go to my view library, then I'm going to go down to how to play. I'm going to go to start here. And I think I'm only going to do maybe the first 3 tutorials just to keep the length of the video down. So I'm going to go into the movement tutorial first. It'll be quite a bit of a culture shock of how kids have to move around in games such as Minecraft using mouse and keyboard controls, since they're used to using their control sticks on video games. So I'll start off I'd like to use a mouse, external mouse, to do my view controls rather than the cursor pad on, say, like a Chromebook, but either will work. So I'm going to look at each block until it changes color, so that I get the hang of looking around. I'm going to turn around and look at this final block. And then now it says I need to press W, so this is where it gets a little funky with the controls. You have to have your 3 fingers on your left hand kind of over where the others go. This is called strafing in video games, for any of those of you who aren't familiar with that term. Then this is where it combines using both your mouse and your keyboard controls to combine movements, so you have more fluid motions rather than more robotic movements like the strafing. Now, a nice thing about Minecraft is that it has auto jump, or if you are one of those people who like to jump by yourself, you press the spacebar. I auto jump there. That's me manually jumping. So the movement controls fairly straightforward. They keep the hints up there on the screen for you, make it very easy. And that should be the end of the first tutorial. And then if I wanted to, I can do the tutorial again, or I'm going to press the escape key, save and exit, and launch the next tutorial. So place and break is the next one I'm going to do. And at any time, any of my students who maybe I'm going a little too fast for them, they can pause the video and slow down. So now here I actually use more button controls. This one's going to be on my mouse hand. So in the bottom right corner is a little mouse control where you see left click to what's called mine or break things. So if I hold it down, I eventually will break through. And as probably most of the kids know of how to play, they've played Minecraft, they'll know that you get better tools, you can break through things faster. So breaking things by hands, of course, takes a little extra time. So see, the game just gave me an axe. Now I can break through certain objects a little faster. Wood axe isn't very great. Now it's given me an iron axe. I can see the speed increase. Now it's giving me a tutorial to plant. So now, whereas I press the left mouse click to break things, I use the right mouse click to place things. So then I placed one thing. Now in order to get to the next item in my inventory, which is at the bottom of the screen, I can have two options. I can use the scroll wheel and I can quickly go through each one I want, or I can press one of the numbers on my keyboard. So the very first one is 1, then 2, 3, 4, so on and so on. So I'm going to go to 2, place, 3, place, 4, place. And we're going to move on to the next area. Now, I've already completed these, so I already kind of know what the tutorial is about, so I'm not going to read each of those. When you're in the game itself, you can read these and kind of get a better understanding. So I'm going to break these wooden planks, and it's going to give me these little floating blocks, which auto add into my inventory when I get close to them. I'm going to break these ones over here just to make sure I have enough. I gotta say, this must be what it feels like to be a YouTuber with the kids. So now I'm gonna make a oops, wrong press. So I'm gonna make a staircase. Oops. And it wants it in this green area. Oops. Doesn't like that one for whatever reason. But I'll just auto jump and there we go. Going to the temple of doom. So now I go back to my pickaxe, break that, and I need to get a green one. Press 3 on my hotbar, and I'm going to place it down right there like it tells me to. Ooh, now we're getting to some dangerous territory. Use blocks to build a bridge through the lava. Now, this is where it's important because it doesn't tell you in the hint bar, so you best to read this. It says to press E on the keyboard, brings up my inventory. Now, in order to place something in lava, I probably need something that's not going to burn. So let's go with stone. So I'm going to type in stone. Let's go with cobblestone, I guess. Cobblestone works. Then I'm going to press E again to close my menu. Now I have 64 cobblestone, or in creative I have an infinite amount, and I'm going to place it down. Oops, break that. Here's a neat little trick. If you hold shift, whoops, you hold shift and you hold it, you will not fall in. It will auto stop you when you are crouching, otherwise you'll fall right in the lava if you're not. So I'm going to crouch so I can quickly go. Oops. This is what happens when you go a little too fast. I think you're an expert. There's always somebody who knows more than you, apparently. And then lesson complete. Then I could practice playing around, building a sandcastle, whatever you want. Kind of be a little creative here. But to keep things moving, I'm going to save and exit. I'm going to go to the final tutorial I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to do the interact tutorial. So basically this shows you how to interact with things like buttons and stuff on the wall. Whoops, that's not what I want. So I'm going to go up to this button. I'm going to right click, because right click says to use, otherwise it's mine which breaks. And boom, I'm on to the next one. My tip says right click the button on the gold block. So there's a gold block. I'm going to press the button on it. And again, it's kind of testing my mouse skills so I can see where to go. Levers, again, right click on them and it'll open things like doors. I can flick it again, it'll close the door. Many of my students will, I'm sure, have designs they've built with many things, pistons and sticky blocks and all sorts of stuff. Doorways, just like any door, you open it up, so right click, then I can right click on it again. Double doors, I had to click on both doors in order to open it up. Now steel doors, iron doors, those are only lever based. I can open it that way. Gates, same way, pretty simple. This is a trap door. I right click on it, opens it, closes it. Iron ones, as I just showed you with the door, you can only open it with levers. If you have a chest, chests have items, as we all know, have goodies in them. Right click to open it. Lots of good stuff in here. So I'm going to take some diamond block, some redstone block, emerald, and I think I'll call it good there. I'll exit out. Here's an NPC, non-player character I can talk to. They say what they do. I'll say hello to them. Nice to meet you too. And that's it. That's how you interact with things. So these type of tutorials would be great to do with kids who are not here on certain days, or just as a refresher of how to do the basic interactions of the game. And as kids who are more advanced, they can quickly go through these, or they can quickly get back to their projects they need to build and everything. So thanks for checking out my video. Hope to hear your guys' feedback, and I will talk to you guys later on our discussion board. Bye.